Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Benvenu with Benvenu's Corner. And we've got a little bit of house cleaning to do before I get to the game that I'm going to broadcast today and do commentary for. Had intended to bring this up in the last episode because we had an injury during the game to starting right guard Seth Costanzo, and there is quite a number of updates to go with that. There's three things to address. Okay, first of all, we have to take a look at the injury. And unfortunately, he's going to miss some time. He dislocated his elbow. He's going to miss 5 games. Now, Coach Hennessy had to sit and think, do I want to place him on the IR, which would effectively end his season because that would keep him out until the Week 17 game. And after thinking about it, he decided, no, I don't want to do that to him, because if this team is going to the playoffs, we would love to have him be able to come back in the last game of the season, which could be a critical game to determine seeding or even to get into the playoffs. And he's part of the reason why we got here. And we would want him to be in the playoffs as well. So he did not put him on the injured reserve list. Now, that brought up another problem. Who in the world is going to take over for him at his position for now? And we've already talked about Milton Katz, the rookie right guard that initially started at the position but was not able to adjust to the NFL speed. So he was not the answer. The backup left guard, we're going to take a look at him real quick. He also is not the most athletic player. Matthew Hardy is starting, and then we have Jason Harper, who is not ideal. You see, Matt Hardy is a little bit quicker, a little bit more agile, has the acceleration, and I just don't think Jason Harper could succeed. He might fail in the way that Milton Katz did. So on the free agent market, there wasn't a lot of solutions. But we have maybe an in-house solution. Rookie undrafted free agent right tackle Shaquem Wagner has nearly the speed I'd like. I'd like to see about 75 from the guards. Has the acceleration I'd like. Anything above 75, especially when you start getting towards 80, is good. The agility, I'd like to see that 70, 75 as well, but this is what I've got to deal with. So he will get the first crack at starting right guard. And to fill in for the depth, we had to pick up a free agent, Nick Gates, who I was considering starting as well because he's got the speed, a little bit more acceleration, a little less agility, a little better strength, better awareness, but his blocking numbers aren't nearly as good. So he will just provide depth. And in order to make room on the roster for Nick Gates, we had to remove somebody else, and it was a tough decision. Coach Hennessy loves his players. He doesn't want to get rid of any of them. But after analyzing the roster, we had 3 free safeties on the roster, and the backups weren't seeing a whole lot of time anyway. So unfortunately, for one individual we'll get to soon, veteran safety Sidney Carman just did not have a role on this team anymore, and we'll explain that in just a second. But he was seeing very limited playing time, doesn't have the speed, not okay zone coverage, not a great tackler. So his playing time is going to go to the undrafted rookie free agent, Lennox Stevens. Take a look at him real quick. And you can see better speed, better acceleration, better agility. His coverage leaves a little bit to be desired, especially in zone there. Pretty good catching, better tackling, not much better, but hey, every little improvement you can. There's also another move of note. Because this team has been struggling against the run so much, Coach Hennessy had to make a decision. And we're going to see that the 2 starting linebackers were London Bates, the rookie, who is having a phenomenal season. And then Denario Blanton, which I didn't realize how small he actually is. He's only 6 foot tall and 205 as a middle linebacker. That might explain why he's so quick and better at pass coverage, which is exactly why we wanted him. But you can see his tackling's not great, not real good block shedding at all, and he might be, I don't think he's the sole reason to blame, but Coach Hennessy thought, we're going up against another power run team, we need to get more stout. So James Chris is more of a run stopper, and he's going to come in on base defense at middle linebacker 2, and Blanton is going to be reserved for the sub packages in passing downs. So he's not getting benched, but Coach Hennessy had to make a decision to see if can't we improve something, because the run defense on this team is atrocious. We'll explain that a little while longer, a little bit further in the video, excuse me. One thing I have noticed is that I get so excited that I speak very quickly and I trip up my own thought process. So I'm making a concerted effort to slow down a little bit and not force some errors like that. But they'll still happen because I'm scatterbrained idiot. So there is that. I don't know if that can be corrected. We'll see. Hopefully I do. So I believe that's all the housekeeping issues. And I think we're ready for a game. So the 5-5 Toronto Huskies come to Sentinel Field in Orlando to take on the 7-3 division rivals, the Orlando Sentinels. There's some team history here. We'll get into that as we start up the game. Let me adjust a few things here. Get that background music shut off, because we're not going to need that when we start up the game. So here we go. Will the Huskies make their push for the postseason? Or will the Orlando Sentinels continue their push towards the top of the division, securing a playoff spot? Just wanted to check the uniforms here. The home jerseys, yep, they're going with the blue pants for home. Adjust the shoes. Yeah, I like those blue and black combo shoes. The Sentinels uniform's kind of generic and basic. I wish they did a little bit more with it. Let's take a look at what the Huskies are going to rock. Powder blue. I like those uniforms. I like that powder blue color. Teal, I guess you call it. I think it's more of a teal than a powder blue. So let's get this game underway, shall we? There are a lot of storylines to cover in this game. I will do my best to relay those. I guess the first one is that these two teams met earlier in the season, in Week 6, and it was not a good experience for the Sentinels. They have revenge in mind as they get their team back at home, because they lost by 21 points, and it was a loss just like the last game where they beat themselves. There was a lot of turnovers. The Huskies didn't really move the ball that well, and they didn't have to because of all the unforced errors. 3 interceptions from Kiefer Byrne, which has been a problem for him early going. He's settled that way down lately, which is good to see. And here come the Orlando Sentinels out of the tunnel. You see Dalton Triplett, the star running back, LaMarcus Blades, Stamper, the speedy, strong safety for the Huskies as they come out of the visitors' tunnel. There's Ramsey, the tight end. Max Good, the quarterback. Stockton Sanborn. There's Kiefer Byrne. Perry Wood had an amazing game last season. Last season. You can see the Sentinels are in line for a wild card spot because the Columbus Explorers are first place in our division at 8-2. Perry Wood had a great game. coming off of a 10-reception, 150-yard, 2-touchdown performance. Wes McGuire is lining up to kick it off to the dangerous return man, Alexander Reid, for the Huskies. And there's a little bit of information there as well. We'll get to it as soon as I set up the simulation. Slow simulation watch mode, just like the RFL does it. So I mentioned Alexander Reid. The reason why? His last game, he only had a 101-yard kick return touchdown. And if you remember how the last game started last week, the opening kickoff was taken back to the house for a touchdown against the Sentinels, and they never recovered from it. That set the tone, so that does not happen this time as Reid takes a knee in the end zone, and here comes Max Good. You see his numbers, very, very accurate quarterback, dangerous scrambler, likes to run in for touchdowns. What happened here? Let's go again. There we go. Starting off with a pass, he finds his man, number 87. That is Donnell White. No, that's Donnell White is on my team. That is Cameron Silvers, who's only 6'5" and 222 pounds. That's something else that's going to be a storyline here. All of the Huskies receivers, the shortest one is 6 foot tall. Everybody else is 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". They have huge tight ends. There is the power back, Dion Averill, who is number 7 in the league in rushing yards, and number 5 with rushing touchdowns with 7. That was a symptom of last game. How would they hold up against the power run? That is the big tight end, Gil Newman. Despite being a primary blocking tight end, he does get involved a lot in the passing game for this offense. So how can the Sentinels' short secondary, their tallest guy is 6'1", Zaire Witherspoon. Everybody else is under 6 foot, so how are they going to be able to compete? Bellamy, Brock, Stockton, Andrews, and Reed. Townsell, Mays, Averill, Newman, and Westbrook. It didn't really play out last time when they matched up because, again, they didn't have to stay on offense very much. There's another completion to Cameron Silvers, and he's a go-to man so far. We haven't found an answer for him on defense. Huskies moving the ball down the field very well. That looks like Nate Youngblood, the strong safety for the tackle. Sure was. So finding holes in the coverage, finding success early in the running game. Let's see if they turn to it again. And that is number 23, Dion Averill. Doesn't get much here. Oh, breaks a tackle, keeps the play alive. And that's something we're going to have to watch out for. Blanton was in on that tackle. Felton, Bates, Vernon Hunt. Stewart, Bates, Blanton, and Malone. And we're going to see James Chris subbing in. Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Lamb. So gain of 4. 2nd and 6 now. The 25 of the Sentinels. Another handoff. Wow. Tanner Malone, the pass rushing specialist, blows up that play in the backfield for a loss of 3. No help. Now Townsell was trying to give his man a block. Not gonna work. You're trying to block Tanner Malone with a wide receiver? That's not gonna work. Has time, finds his man over the middle, contested pass, but it looks like the big tight end, 6'6", 258 pounds, Gil Newman, and another first down as they're marching inside the red zone. Forrest Barker, the backup free safety, able to get in there and make the tackle.
Ready to break. Mike 51. Hey, QB's traps. Let's go.
Good back there with 2 Two running backs. The handoff goes to number 34. That is Sheldon Mays. Little bowling ball, 5'10", 233. So he's a tank as well. Back to pass, scans the field. Here comes some rush, and he's just going to throw it away. Don't want to take any gambles here when you're this close to the end zone. Don't take points off the board by making a critical mistake. Good back to pass again. Finds his man, and that is incomplete. Zaire Witherspoon, the slot corner, converted safety, is able to break that one up. It looks like Isaiah Williams, who's their slot corner, 6'4", 233. That is a big slot corner. He just couldn't hold on to it, so give credit to the Sentinels defense for stopping this drive. They're going to have to try for a field goal here, unless they want to get really courageous and attempt a fourth down play. I don't think they're going to do that. So how do these two offenses and defenses compare to each other? The Huskies are 22nd in total offense, 24th in the pass, 31st in passing touchdowns, but they're 12th in rushing offense and 1st in rushing touchdowns. So they like to get the ball in the end zone on the ground more so than the air. Conversely, the Sentinels defense is number 4 overall, 1st against the pass, but 30th against the rush. So there is the matchup. A good running team against a poor running defense. How is this going to play out? We're going to find out. You see the numbers on this season for Kiefer Byrne, doing a pretty good job in his sophomore season, showing some signs of improvement, which is always great to see for a young starting quarterback. Coach Hennessy has to be pleased. Dalton Triplett is 20 yards behind the leading rusher in the NFL with over 1,020 yards, but he doesn't get anywhere on that one. In fact, he loses a yard. It was the defensive tackle Darian Mayweather, 6'5", 305 pounds, with that great tackle in the backfield.
Here we go. 30 base.
Empty backfield, spreading them out. Gets the snap, scans the fields, got his man, and that is defended by Dion Carmen. 6'2", 239. Radovich, Hardy, Crockett, you see Wagner, and Beatles, Wood, Kerr, Triplett, McCarthy, and Sullivan. And how will that rookie right tackle make the transition to right guard? Will that be a storyline of the game, a determining factor? Back to pass again, has time, finds his man, contended and broken up by Demarius Royal, their veteran star cornerback. So not a very good drive at all to open up the game for the Sentinels. They're going to have to punt the ball away with Spencer Parsons, who is the best in the league at getting it inside the 20. They're going to have to get a great punt from him to do that this time. Not quite. Back to return is Red, and he doesn't get much.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That was Kent Patton on the tackle and special teams. So here comes Max Good with his offense.
On the ready. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Max Good last game, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, and incomplete there, can't hook up. Last time these two teams met, he ran 2 touchdowns. So he scrambles near the end zone and likes to call his own number. And there's a little check down pass. Goes for a gain of, looks like 9.5. Call it 9.5 to number 85. That is Isaiah Williams, our slot receiver. And there's a pass broken up by London Bates, pass covering specialist who leads the league with 110 tackles and also 4 forced fumbles. Nice play there to break it up. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Looks like they might have been going to Cameron Silvers again, and that's going to force a 4th down and a punt from Kevin Ridgway. Back deep is Tyrone Kerr, he's going to field it. He's got a little bit of room and some blocks, but not going to get by that first defender.
Let's go, let's go.
That is Connor Battles. Pardon me. That was Lawrence Conrad on that stop. So they'll take over from their own 23 after a nice little return from Tyrone Kerr. Dalton Triplett in the backfield, along with Byrne. He's going to look to pass, set up a wide receiver screen to Perry Wood. That doesn't go anywhere. Another loss of a yard. So they're going backwards. That is it's a strong safety Stamper who has outstanding speed. World-class sprinter speed at the strong safety position. And that can be a difference maker. 6'2", 212. Nice diagnosis on that play. And the Orlando Sentinels are going to have to get something going here. Byrne in his last game had 312 yards and 2 touchdowns in the loss. But the last 2 times these teams met, he threw 3 interceptions, and he calls his own number there for a loss of 3 yards. So a little bit of confusing play calling here from the Sentinels offense. You can't beat yourself. That's what Hennessy was stressing this whole week. The last time these teams met, it looked like they beat themselves. Last week they came off a loss, which they looked like they beat themselves again. So he had an interesting approach to the practice. Under pressure, gets it away, dials it up deep, throws it out of bounds, and they're going to have to punt again. 2 drives and negative yards for each one. This is not how you want to set the tone. They're going to need to turn this around. So during practice, because he thought his players were lacking focus, he walked around with an air horn and just would blow it randomly at people. And the lesson here was, I'm going to blow it, maybe I won't, but prepare as if you're always going to have a distraction. A little bit of an old school approach there. Red gets the kick, but he doesn't go anywhere. Looks like Patton again there for the stop. Good special teams play from Patton, who's in on both tackles so far. So here comes the Huskies offense. Up 3-0 early. Can they extend their lead? Max Good. Dion Averill gets the handoff. He's got a little bit of room. Looks like Nate Youngblood in on the tackle. Gain of 5 on first down at the 40. Nearing midfield, fakes the handoff. There goes Max Good. Likes to run it himself. Gain of 4. Almost got the first down. 3rd and 1 now. London Bates on that tackle. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Tanner Malone. Oh, nifty move there. Sean Townsell, their number 1 receiver. Looked like he was going to get stopped for minimal gain, but put on a juke move. And Julius Lamb was faked out. And Nate Youngblood couldn't make the tackle, and they go up with a touchdown on a big reception there. You can see Kershaw trying to catch, but he was all the way on the other side of the field, so he had no chance. But he didn't give up. So the score is 9-0 now, pending the extra point, which is going to be kicked by Bobby Oliver. And an interesting story about him, he has 1 missed PAT and 1 missed field goal. Both came by way of block, so he has not himself missed a kick. And that one goes up through the uprights, and it's a 10-0 lead here in the waning minutes of the first quarter, and the Sentinels have to be wondering, is history going to repeat itself? Are we going to lose to the Huskies again? At home? Are we going to beat ourselves? Can we rally the troops and get it going? That is the punter handling kickoff duties, Kevin Ridgway. Kerr fields it at the end zone, and he's going to get it out to about the 26. So, nice little return there. And here comes Kiefer Byrne and the Sentinels offense looking for an answer. Last week they started off with 14 unanswered points. So far it's 10 unanswered. They need an answer. If If they're going to stay in this game, they need to answer on this drive. You have to think. Under center, he drops back, passes, dials it up the deep ball, and overthrows everyone. Intended for Perry Wood. And we've seen lately in the last couple weeks, he is targeting Perry Wood a lot. Mike Jones, Gunter, Mayweather, and Shaw. Carmen, Sandburn, Calvin. Royal, Stamper, Chandler, and Logan. And the front four on this team for the Huskies, they rotate and shift those players out to confuse the offensive line to try to get mismatches and pressure. Hand off to Triplett, and he is going nowhere as Sean Chandler comes down from his free safety position to snuff that one out before it could get going. 3rd and 12 now. And this is eerily reminiscent of last game where Triplett could just not get anything going early. And they strive on this run game.
Go now. 8, read. Here we go.
The Sentinels are the #1 rushing team in the league and the 31st passing team in the league. So you see how they like to roll that as a completed pass to Mick McCarthy, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. And another punt from the Sentinels. Coach Hennessy is not going to be pleased, and if something doesn't change soon, it's going to be an interesting halftime in their locker room. Dalton Triplett last game, 19 for 62, no touchdowns, and in his last meeting against the Huskies, pretty similar, 19 for 69 with no touchdowns. Red gets the punt, has a little bit of room, but after a gain of about maybe 9 or 10, he's met by a host. Chris Blanton, a host of defenders there. You can see the numbers for Max Goods, 6'10", 1 touchdown, 117 yards already. So he is already getting near the same numbers he had in their last meeting. He only had about 180 yards, but no touchdowns last meeting. Stopped in the backfield, dragged down by London Bates. Give it a gain of 1. Back to pass, scans the field, no pressure. Hits his man and on the run. That is Cameron Silvers. And there's Kershaw. Whoa, he's shaken up. Their star cornerback, best one on the team. And he's walking off the field, limping. Not sure if he's going to be able to return. That is going to be huge, losing your #1 defender. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle. He's stuck behind the line. It looks like forward progress is going to give him the first down, and it does. Dion Averill fighting his way for the first down. Tough running. He's 6'2", 239 pounds. Big load to try to bring down. Just able to sneak by the blockers there in the congestion. Their fullback, Andy Garrison, is 6'2", 253. Handoff up the middle. He's got plenty of room. 9-yard gain on first down. And here we go again. The Sentinels defense struggling to contain the run game. 2nd and inches. Toss play. That is Mays. And he'll pick up the first down easy. Now in Sentinels territory. 1st and 10. Got a drive going. That's Averill. He's got some room. Balls over a defender. Nate Youngblood got wrecked. 2nd and 1. Gain of 9 on the first down carry. Newman in motion. Handoff up the middle again. And met in the backfield by Blanton and Connor Battles. End of first. Huskies are up 10-0, threatening to score again with this drive. 3rd and inches now. Empty backfield for Good. He might take off himself. And he decides to throw it over the middle and miscue there. So that's going to end the drive. Fortunate for the Sentinels, going to be limited to a field goal attempt by Bobby Oliver, who I explained earlier has only one missed field goal, and that was from a block. No, they're going to go for it on 4th and inches. They're not going to try a field goal here, so gutsy call here. And he's got the first down. Didn't need much, so short completion. Looks like Dion Averill, yeah, out of the backfield, the running back. They do use him as a passing weapon. He had 500 yards receiving last year. He's up around 250 already this season. So the drive continues there on a gutsy call. 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to pass, and open is number 80. That is Sean Townsell. 6'3", 197 pounds. So inside the red zone now. 2nd and 1 from the 17. And handoff up the middle on the draw. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Averill's 10 of 40. Yeah, give him the first down. Second down, or second quarter, at the 16-yard line. And there's a stretch play to the outside. That is Mays. Got a little bit more speed, but he's a power back as well. Give him a gain of 5 on that play. And the Sentinels defense does not seem to have an answer. Averill going up the middle. He is met initially. I didn't see who got there initially. I don't know if that was London Bates. Back to pass. Skansfield got his man open. That is the big tight end, Gil Newman, and Denario Blanton in on the stop. That is a big matchup. That is a big, big man for Blanton, who is only 205 pounds to bring down. But leverage and momentum are two important things when it comes to physics. And it looks like Newman didn't have his forward progress going. So that's going to bring up 4th down and a shorter field goal attempt here for Bobby Oliver. I think he's going to make this one. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So they extend their lead 13-0. Orlando is looking shaky on defense and horrible at best on offense. They have just not gotten anything going. The ground game isn't working. They miscues in the air. Kerr to field this one at the front of his end zone. And he brings it out to about the 23, which is where the Sentinels are going to take over. Hennessy looking for his team to wake up and smell the coffee grounds. Get this offense going. Come on. We can't get blown out at home to this team. They're 5-5. Calls for his man in motion. It looks like Perry Wood at the top of the screen. Handoff up the middle, and Dalton finally has some room. And Kevin Crockett, the starting center, goes down. So injuries across the offensive line for the Sentinels. Let's see if he's going to miss time here. Just shooken up on the play. I know English. So Simon Gibson, the backup center, is going to come in. Number 79, you can see him there. Under center, delayed handoff, and Triplett's got some room for a first down. Here we go. The running offense woke up, hopefully, for the Sentinels. Logan in on that tackle. Handoff again. Triplett. Minimal gain, but positive yards as opposed to negative. 4 yards on that pickup. Stopped by Calvin. Lincoln Calvin. Delayed handoff. Gets away. That's Kerr. He's got some room. He keeps going. He's got the first down. Nice run by the 4th-round rookie.
Let's go, baby.
Stamper ultimately there to bring him down. And they are excited about this young man. Dalton Triplett, he's not old by any stretch of the imagination. He's 26, but to find this kind of insurance in Kerr, if anything should happen to Triplett, they believe they're in good hands with Kerr. He's turned in some very good runs in his limited time. He is 2nd in the league in Rookie of the Year voting. Back to pass, got some time, finds his man. Who else but Perry Redwood. 6'4", so the tallest receiver on our team. Perry Wood, nicknamed Redwood. And there's a deep pass over the middle. Big Mick McCarthy for a big first down, 29 yards. And that is Mick with an M, not Nick with an N. It's hard to tell. Mick McCarthy. Mick squared. So the Orlando Sentinels finally threatening to score. Scans his field, got a man, and that is that Big Mick again? It certainly is, and at the goal line now. 3 yards to go. Power I formation. The handoff to Triplet. Can he get there? Not going to get there. Escapes the initial tackler, and they're going to go again. Power formation. Stopped by Merriweather, the big defensive tackle. That's McCarthy going in motion. The handoff. Off tackle. Can't quite get there. Gain of 2, so 1 yard to go. Can they do it? Looks like they're going to go run again. They are going smash mouth. Nope. They pass it, and it is complete. Touchdown, Sentinels. Perry Wood, who had 2 last game. And the Orlando Sentinels finally get on the board. A sigh of relief from Coach Hennessy on the sidelines. There is the team I know. So, not gonna show up as a huge reception, only 1 yard. Here comes Wes McGuire for the PAT. Kick is up, it is good. 13-7 now. And things are looking up now. The Sentinels defense is gonna have to wake up and respond as well. Maybe get a turnover here would be great. Looks like Crockett is feeling better and will be back on the field soon. McGuire with the kickoff. Deep in the end zone, and Alexander Red, the dangerous return man, is going to decide to down it in the end zone for a touchback. They will start at their own 25. Max Good is having a good game. You can see the backup Sheldon Mays, 4 carries for 5 yards only, but Dion Averill is having himself a great game so far. And the handoff to Averill, he's got room. He breaks a tackle, pushes through the pack to pick up the first down. No, they're going to say he is short by a yard. But strong running from the big running back. Almost 240 pounds at 6'2". Fake the jet sweep, dials it up deep, and that is batted down. I didn't see who got the hand on it. It looked like maybe Witherspoon. Zaire Witherspoon. Handoff. Off tackle, and they get the first down. Averill just put his head down and powered his way through. Looks like Tracy Felton in on the tackle there, the left end. But not in enough time. Max Good has an extremely accurate arm in the short and intermediate range, but struggles on the deep ball, even though he has a rather strong arm. Pass, feels some pressure. That is caught by Sean Townsell, their number 1 receiver. First down. And fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Boom! London Bates says, "Hello, Mr. Good." Gain of 2. Handoff up the middle. That is their backup Mays, and he gets a few. Tackle made by Nate Youngblood. Back to pass on 3rd and 4. Checks down short to Averill, who broke the initial tackle, but ultimately stopped by Patton, number 28. So that's going to force a punt. Just what they needed. Kevin Ridgway will come onto the field. See the catch. Bowls over. for LaMarcus Blaze got trucked. But Patton, they're going to gutsy call. They're going on forward again on 4th down. Power I formation. Can they answer the call? They give it to the fullback, Andy Garrison. 6'2", 253. Saying, here I come. And they couldn't stop them. So the 2-minute warning here. The Huskies have a 13-7 lead. And they're driving down the field now in Sentinels territory. From the 40-yard line, back to pass. He's got his man. Number 86 is Javier Westbrook, who is 6'3", 218 pounds, a gain of 6. Back to pass again is good. He scans his field, checks it down over the middle. That is Gil Newman, the huge tight end. Back to pass again, scans field, got time, takes off. Scrambles up the middle. He's got the first down and more, stays on his feet. Gets the first down and more. A little dangerous there, trying to make something happen. That could be when a fumble happens, but held on to the football. And that is something Max Good likes to do. He is not afraid to take off and run it. Kind of a throwback quarterback. I can stick my nose up in here, too, and get it done. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns on the season, which ties his career high.
Here we go.
And extends the drive here, threatening to get to the red zone. Back to pass, scans the field, got him. Miscue there. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Got some time. Here comes some pressure from Malone, but can't get there, and well defended. Denario Blanton there to deny the pass. So 3rd and 10 now. Back to pass once more. Here comes some rush. Gets it to his man. Dion Averill out of the backfield. It's not going to be enough for a first down. And you think, will he go for it on 4th down again? I don't think so. Field goal here. Bobby Oliver on the kick. See if they can get 16 points up on the board before halftime. The kick is up and splits the uprights perfectly down the middle. 16-7 now. Huskies favor. About 30 seconds left to go in the half. Sentinels have their timeouts, so, they have an opportunity to get it back down the field for some more points. Let's see what happens. Ridgeway kicks it off. Kerr going to field this one at about the 2-yard line. Has some blocking and gets it out to the 25. Give him the 26. Tyrone Kerr. Unexpected treasure out of the 4th round. Here comes Byrne, who had a great drive last time on the field. Let's see if he can repeat it. The Huskies, with their lead, they're going to need Byrne to put some more points on the board. Pull this game within striking distance. Hand off to Triplet up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Give him about 5 on that carry. The official people say it's only 4 yards, so I am not going to argue with them. It is a gain of 4. Single back formation. Draw play up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Gain of maybe 2. They say 3. I am wrong. When I say something, I'm wrong. I'll just correct myself later. So 3rd and short here, 3rd and 3 with only 10 seconds left. It's kind of curious that they're running the football. Now they're going to pass it. Hail Mary time, dials up the deep ball, and that is incomplete with 5 seconds left to go. 4th and 3. They're probably going to punt away, I hear. I don't see why you dial up another pass. They're going to get the ball in the second half anyway. And there you can see just trying something to Perrywood. Not going to quite work there. Nope, they're going to stay on the field on 4th down. Another Hail Mary. Better hope time expires. 4-3-2. Checks it down, and that is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock. And that gives them field goal range. So that's why you don't do that. The kick is up, and he misses his first field goal of the year. That was not a block. Bobby Oliver not able to extend the lead. sigh of relief. So Shaq Hennessy, mixed emotions. They started off real slow, started to put something together, woke up, but you can see the difference in yardage here. There are no turnovers in the game for either team. Let's take a look at what's going on around the league. First place, Columbus Explorers at Chicago, and they are losing 7-3. Remember that the Sentinels blew out the Bears 61-17. Tampa Bay at the Chicago Tigers, and the Buccaneers are up 17-7. Brooklyn Bulls at the Detroit Lions, and it's a high-scoring affair, but the Bulls come out on top 35-27, improved to 6-5 on the year, and the Lions are going backwards. You see Max Good taking off, picking up a first down, tries to juke away from Blanton, but he holds strong. Malone tries to get there, but can't. There's the juke move by Townsell, and he was gone. Turned on the Jets. So back deep is Kerr. Kickoff from Ridgeway. Fielded just at the goal line. Out to the 20, the 25, a little bit more, almost to the 30. Out to the 29. Good return by Kerr. It's given them a lot of value out of that fourth round as the kick and punt returner. He has a punt return touchdown on the year. And in a backup role, the triplet, he's been getting the job done. So can the Sentinels start off the half by answering to pull this game closer? They're going to have to. Got to strike now. Time is running out. Back to pass. And he has his man. That is Christian Stackhouse, the receiving back and slot receiver. 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. There's Cantwell, Josh Cantwell, the third-string tight end in motion. Draw up the middle, got a little crease, not much. Gain of maybe 2. 3rd and 2 now. Tackle by Sanborn. Back to pass, under pressure, gets it away, finds his man. Is that big Mick McCarthy again? Yes, it is. So he has been dialed up and responding well. 4 catches for 68 yards. He's a sure-handed tight end. Not a lot of speed. Decent speed, but, you know, here you see in traffic, it took 4 people to tackle him. He's going to fight for those yards. He's not going to run away from people, but he just lowers his shoulder, bowls over a couple of guys. And Crockett is back in at center. Triplet with the handoff and met immediately there at the line of scrimmage. By number 97, who is Jadarius Shaw, 6'3", 304-pound defensive lineman. 2nd and 10, pass over the middle, and that is dropped by B.J. Sullivan. Couldn't hold on. 8 of 15. Empty backfield, spreads him out, got his man over the middle. That is number 82. Parrish McCarthy, the rookie. We haven't called his name a lot this season. He comes in as the number 3 receiver and backup slot receiver to Stackhouse, but the drive stalls. We'll get to see if Wes McGuire comes in to make a field goal attempt here. I believe he will. See Alexander Red in on the tackle, and here comes Wes McGuire to kick. Can he get it there? Struggles from beyond the 50. The kick is up, and it's no good. Wes McGuire can't believe it. Just looked like it didn't come off the foot well. He had trouble with it. No, it looked like he hit it, stroked it well. Just you never know with the laws of physics what's going to happen. So yeah, Coach Hennessy is not pleased. That has been a struggle all season. Deon Averill, 13 for 54, 4.1 yards per carry. That's about what he's doing on the season. 4 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns on the ground, 1 more through the air. First down, handoff to Averill. He's got a crease. He breaks free. And finally, LaMarcus Blades is able to drag him down after a big pickup on first down. And that quick, he's added a full yard to his average per carry. So just gashing this defense. Finding a lane and then just running people over. So they're already in Sentinels territory, threatening to score again. That would be devastating. It's got time to pass and incomplete. 15-24, 170 yards, 1 touchdown on the day so far. 2nd and 10, hand off to Averill up the middle. He gets free the first contact, able to pick up a few. Tackle made by Nate Youngblood, the strong safety. Back to pass, scans, got a man short. Oh, broken up. That is number 51, Denario Blanton, the pass coverage specialist. So 4th and 5. We've seen them go for it twice on 4th downs. Do they do it again? They've got a big enough lead. It wouldn't give Sentinels great field position if they miss, but no, they're going to kick it. Bobby Oliver is on. Kick is up. Got the distance and gets it through the uprights, so they go up 19-7 now. With just over 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That's about the edge of his range right there. Not the strongest leg, but gets the job done. That is Ridgway to punt it. Kick it off, rather. He is the punter. Fielded at the 2 is by Kerr. Got a crease. Makes a move. Nice return out to the 33-yard line. So he's given his team good starting position on the kick returns. Let's see if they can make good of it. There's Perry Wood, who had a huge game last week. Already stated before, 10 of 150 and 2 touchdowns. Offensive line has protected Byrne well here. So credit to them. Gets the low snap, the triplet, and that may have disrupted the timing as he doesn't even get back. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They fake the handoff over the middle. That is caught, and he's getting away from traffic. Is that Perry Wood? It is. You see a big man? That's probably Perry Wood. If it's not Mick McCarthy. So big first down there. They needed it. Stamper, the speedy, Olympic speed, strong safety, able to make the tackle near the 40-yard line. The Sentinels need to answer, and they can't do it with a field goal. They got to get touchdowns now. They're going to stay in this game and make a go of it. Byrne back in shotgun with Dalton Triplett flanked to his left. Handoff to Triplett up the middle, gain of maybe 3. And you can see 12 and 26. That is not typical of Triplett. Struggling to get things going. Under center is Byrne. Fakes the handoff. Dialing up the deep ball and overthrows everyone. 10 of 18. He's uncharacteristically inaccurate. Back to pass on 3rd and 8. Checks it down. That is Stackhouse out of the backfield. And he's not going to get the first down. We saw McGuire miss from this range last drive. Will he try again? That is Kendricks in on the tackle lead. Richie Kendricks, the slot corner. In on it immediately. And they're going to punt this time. Not going to let McGuire give them great field position again. And he specializes in getting it to check up. Drops at the 2, takes a bounce, and did they save it? No. Witherspoon downed it in the end zone, but that was real close. Almost an excellent play there. They're going to start at the 20. Max Good, 15 to 25, 170 yards, 1 touchdown. Great game so far from Max Good, who has probably one of the greatest names of a quarterback I've seen. How good is he? He's Max Good. Check down to Newman. And met by number 97. DeMarcus Cleveland. Don't call his name often. Hand off to Averill up the middle. Cuts it to off left guard. picks up a few, and it's 3rd and inches, tackled by Zaire Witherspoon. Back to pass, has some time, and that is broken up. Looks like Zaire Witherspoon. So 2 plays from him back to back, and that stops the drive. The defense is going to have to keep doing this. The offense not bailing up. No, that was London Bates, number 52. I thought it was 22. My mistake. So Bates showing off his prowess as a pass-defending middle linebacker. Also making a lot of tackles for this defense. But they have to get stronger against the run. They are really struggling. One of the worst teams, ranked 30 overall against the run. Back. Returned by Kerr. Not a lot of room there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here comes Byrne. 11 of 19, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. I don't want to jinx it. There is something that hasn't happened this game, but I don't want to mention it because as soon as you do, that's when it happens. Shotgun formation. Hand off to Triplett. He's got some room. Gain of 8 on 1st down. There we go. That's more typical of a Triplett run. He's got home run hitting speed. Play action, rolls out, and hits Triplett out of the backfield. Puts on a spin move, but can't get by the tackle. So 3rd and 3. No gain there on the reception. There's Chandler on the tackle. Handoff up the middle. He sneaks by, just getting enough. That is Tyrone Kerr, picking up a key 1st down. Call him Tyrone. It is Tyson Kerr. I am so bad. I keep wanting calling Tanner Malone Tommy. We haven't called his name. Both teams have done a good job of protecting their quarterback. That is something that was going to be a storyline because the left tackle, Bellamy, struggles. He's let up 10 sacks in 10 games. And our right tackle, Beatles, he's dialing it up deep for Perry Wood in double coverage and not going to work there. Zach Beatles has let up 7 sacks for our team. So a little screen there to Perry Wood, and he's got the 1st down. Nice play. 5 for 43 and a touchdown for Perry Wood. Hand off to Triplett up the middle. He's met immediately in the backfield by number 70. Old school defensive line, Antonio Randall. Their leading sack. Leader in sacks with 10. He is number 3 in the NFL. So far quiet today, but he makes that big stop in the backfield against the run. 2nd and 11 now. Triplett is struggling. Is it because of the rookie right tackle starting at right guard? Back to pass over the middle. That is Perry Wood again, and he fights through. Does he have enough for 1st? Just short. 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches. 6 for 53. And the handoff up the middle, and that is just enough again. So Kerr able to pick up the 1st down again. Coming through when you needed to. That's Travis Stamper on the tackle. We're calling his name a lot because he's got the speed to be all over the field. Looks like there's 2 of them on the field everywhere. He closes so fast. Byrne from the 39 of the Huskies. Handed off to Triplett. He's got it blocking and couldn't sustain it. And not a lot there. 2 yards. They are trying to establish the run. It just isn't working all that well. Delayed fake the handoff. Checks it down. That is the fullback getting involved. We don't call his number very often. He caught his first pass. Terrence Dunn caught his first pass of the year last game. He has 2 catches in 2 years, and that was his 3rd. There's Stackhouse on 3rd down. Not going to get enough for the 1st. And that is number 90. Lincoln Calvin, the right outside linebacker. I was looking over the defensive line. I was like, they don't have a number 9. Yes, they do. He plays linebacker. He is Interesting note about Lincoln Calvin. He is an amazing zone cover right outside linebacker. Covers like a cornerback at the outside linebacker position. So here comes Wes McGuire to attempt a long field goal again. He missed one earlier today. The kick is up. This one looks like it's got the distance, and it is through the uprights. So 19-10 now, so they're getting a little bit closer, but time is running out as we are entering the fourth quarter. He had the distance, had the accuracy. McGuire to kick it off. Back deep is Alexander Red, who has a 101-yard touchdown kick return on the year. He's got a crease. There he goes. Wow. Patton there to meet him at the 32-yard line. That looked like it could be trouble. This special teams unit has struggled at times. Max Good back on the field. 16-27. A lot more passing this game than the last time these two teams met. He only had 18 attempts last time. Wow! Vernon Hunt with some razzle-dazzle that took forever to develop. And Vernon Hunt just came crashing through from his right end position. I think that's the first sack of the game. And Hennessy's kind of like that from the rookie. That's why they brought him in here for interior rush, help against the run, which hasn't quite happened yet this year. You see they faked the end around as well. There are three guys there that could get credit for that sack. I don't think you get a third of a sack. So it'll be interesting to see who they give the credit to. 2nd and 19 now. Hand off to Averill. He's got some room. Big gain on second down there. That is Julius Lamb on the tackle. Not sure, but I don't know if Aaron Kershaw, the star cornerback, has returned to the field. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 9. Here comes a bit of pressure. Checks it down underneath. He's got enough for a first down. Dion Averill out of the backfield. They like passing to him. Mentioned earlier he had 500 yards receiving last year. He came into the game at about 250. He's probably up to 260, 270 now. First down. The drive extends. Max Good to Dion Averill. And they spread the ball around on this offense. Nobody's really running away with any extreme numbers. They all have around 400, 500 yards receiving between Isaiah Williams, Sean Tansell, and the tight end, Gil Newman. Handoff up the middle. Averill's got a little bit of room and then carries the pile with him. You can see they're 4th in yards allowed, but they let up 301 today. 7 yards on that first down carry. And they are at midfield. And they go to the backup Mays, and he gets the first down. London Bates on the tackle. Newman in motion across the formation. Out the Sentinels 44. That's Mays again. He's got another good run on first down. Picked up about 4. If they get a touchdown here, you have to think that's nail in the coffin time. So this defense has to step up. Good back to pass. Got his man. It's number 86, Javier Westbrook. 3rd and 3. They need the stop. Can they do it? The run up the middle, and he's met immediately in the backfield. Great play from Sean Stewart. They really needed it, and those not wow you, but steady Sean Stewart comes through, the veteran. Nice play. They needed that desperately. Tackled in the backfield for a loss, and with Bobby Oliver's leg, they're not going to attempt the field goal here. They're going to punt it away. So that is exactly what they needed. They need to get a stop here. They have just under 10 minutes to try to drive down the field. Get a touchdown or a field goal could work. And then come back down the field again if they get a stop on defense and put up a touchdown or a field goal. They need 10 points would win this game. So they need a touchdown or field goal. Doesn't matter which order they come in. Burn back to pass. On first down, dialing up a deep ball. To Perry Wood in traffic, comes down with it. What an amazing catch, Perry Wood. The 6'4", 230-pound wide receiver shows why his man Byrne loves him. Look at that contention. And he just says, that football is mine. You are not getting that. Demarius Royal, no way. You may be good. You ain't that good. Empty backfield for Byrne. Back to pass. He's going deep again. Going to overthrow Perry Wood. That is one thing. Perry Wood does not have blazing speed. So maybe a little bit misused as a deep threat. Dialing it up deep again. And overthrows Perry Wood. That is something we've seen a lot. Byrne does struggle a bit in the deep accuracy department. So 3rd and 10 here. Maybe you not try to get all the points. There he goes deep again. Overthrows Perry Wood once more. 3 passes in a row of the same type. And you have to wonder what the offensive coordinator's thinking. And Byrne has to say, I don't have to get all the yards in one play here. I have more downs. Maybe find a different target. And they're going to punt away. That's not what they needed here. Spencer Parsons back to punt. And he is going to get it to Red, who fields it inside the 10. Or right at the 10. But they're going to start at the 11-yard line, so not great field position. 18 of 29, 190 and 1 touchdown. He's been a little erratic today, so has Kiefer Byrne. 8:49 to go in the 4th. Back to pass, has his man over the middle. Javier Westbrook for a first down. Nate Youngblood on the tackle. Just ran a great route against the zone. Max Good recognized it immediately. And Youngblood from his strong safety position, able to make the tackle, but not in enough time to stop the first down. Hands it off to Averill up the middle, and he's going to plow his way forward. Very close to 100 yards on 19 carries, 7 yards on first down. And can they run out the clock with Averill? And he gets the handoff, and he's got a first down and more, and this is exactly what the Voyagers did last week. Late in the game, they just handed it off to their power back, Dickerson, and they were able to pick up the first downs, extend drives, and run out the clock. The Sentinels defense have to come up with a play here. They got to stop or get it, even more ideally, a turnover. Takes the handoff. Got time. Check down to Averill. No, that's Mays out of the backfield. And instantly there is Sean Stewart to make the tackle for a loss. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Clock still going. Is there enough time for 2 scores for the Sentinels if they can come up with a defensive stop here? I don't know. But any score from the Huskies would pretty much put the nail in the coffin at this point. You're making it more than a 2-score game. Pass over the middle. That is caught. Gain of about maybe 10. Didn't see the number on that one. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Averill, and he jukes out. Looked like LaMarcus Blades was there to try to tackle him, but Averill able to avoid it, and Townsell goes down with an injury. London Bates made the tackle. Let's see what happens. Looks like he just got a little shaken up. He's on the bench. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
1st and 10 from the Sentinels 48, and things are looking grim. Time's running down. They're driving and not able to stop them. There's Averill again. Penalty on the play. Looks like probably a face mask. And you can't have losing focus again. Hennessy is not going to be happy. That's Riley. Oh no, it's a holding penalty on Riley Stockton. the Stars center. So 1st and 10, my mistake. Handoff to Averill, off tackle, and he's able to break initial contact, but staying with it is Zaire Witherspoon to come up with a big tackle there. 2nd and 17. Shotgun formation, back to pass is good. He has his man, and he completes it. It looks like Townsell is back on the field after being shaken up earlier. Nope, Xavier Westbrook. I'm messing up these numbers and names. I'm sorry. Got his man on 3rd down, but not enough for 1st. That is Isaiah Williams, 6'4", 233 out of the slot. But with 4 minutes to go, now under 4 minutes, they got a 2-minute warning. They have 2 timeout, or all their timeouts. Is there enough time? I don't know. It's going to be close. They're going to have to march down the field quickly, put up 7, and then get a turnover or a very short series from the Huskies, get the ball back, and maybe go for the field goal. Kerr waves it off, and they're going to have to start at the 4-yard line. So they need 96 yards in quick fashion. Well, Dalton Triplett, we've seen him run for 86 yards on a touchdown run. Maybe he can dial one up here. Kiefer Byrne, 17-29, 162, 1 touchdown. Not great numbers. And there's Triplett in the backfield by himself. Not having a great day. Drops back to pass. Has got his man. That looks like Perry Wood for a 1st down. Going to have to see a lot more of that. Going hurry up now. I think they probably go hurry up from here on out since they need 2 scores. Dialing up the deep ball again to Perry Wood, and that has not worked. Perry Wood does not have that kind of breakaway speed. 2nd and 10 now from the 17. Hand off to Triplett, who breaks a tackle and picks up about 6. 16-39, though. Probably his worst performance of the year. 2nd. 3rd down. 2-minute warning approaching. Dials up the deep ball. Goes, batted away. Perry Wood could not come up with that one. Good play there by Demarius Royal to knock it away. 4th and 5. Is this 4-down territory? I think it has to be. If you're going to have any chance, you have to keep this drive going. So I think they're going for it here. If you don't score here, it doesn't really matter what happens. You see Demarius Royal. Just great positioning there, able to knock it away at the last minute. And they are going to go for it on 4th and 5. They don't have to hit a home run here, just get the 1st down. And he checks it down over the middle, exactly what he does. That is Dalton Triplett out of the backfield, and it's now the 2-minute warning. So it is crunch time. They have to get this ball downfield now, quickly. Back to pass, going deep, and overthrows everyone again. He is having a real horrible time trying to connect on anything deep like that. He's going to the well over and over again. It's just not working. Over the middle, and that is caught. Perry Wood making a fantastic catch yet again. He is amazing. Back to pass again from the 50-yard line. Oh, that's batted away, nearly intercepted. Living dangerously is Kiefer Byrne. 1:31 to go. Back to pass. There's an interception by Royal, but there is a flag on the play. And he's going to take it to the house. Will it hold up? What is the penalty? Defensive pass interference. What a huge change of events. And that was on Royal, who came up with the pick. So that's going to give them a 1st down and yardage. Over the middle, floats it up high. That is Perry Wood coming down with it again. From the 6. Back to pass, over the middle. That one's batted away by Royal. So under a minute to go in the game. It's going to take a miracle. They need a touchdown here. Dials up the pass, throws it in the back of the end zone. Perry Wood for the touchdown. That's his 2nd of the game, so back-to-back games of Perry Wood going over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. but only 50 seconds left. You have to think they're going onside kick here and hope for the recovery. But they're not giving up. We might review this one, but I think he got both feet in. Yeah, they are going to take another look at it.
The previous play is under review.
What is the verdict? Yeah, he's got both feet down before the contact's even made, so I think this is a touchdown. I may be biased. Well, there's no maybe about it. I am biased. Perry Wood is amazing. And let's get the call from the officials on the field. The touchdown stands. So Wes McGuire in for the extra point. We'll make it 19-17 if it's good. It is. So, 19-17. Can they recover an onside kick? I think this is the first time they are going to attempt one. So who knows? But showing no signs of giving up. Hennessy's fired up. McGuire on the onside kick. What is going to happen here? And it is recovered immediately by Xavier Westbrook. So they do have 3 timeouts. I don't know if that's enough time to get the stops. You'd think probably not, because they can just down it 4 times in a row, and with only 3 timeouts, don't think it's going to work. But they're going to come out to run a play. I can't imagine they'd be passing here. No, they run it with Mays, and he's stopped in the backfield by Blanton. Timeout. Second and 11, and they're going to run a play again. What are they going to do? You think it's got to be a run. And it is to Mays. He tries the corner. He's got a little bit of room. Pick up about maybe 2 or 3. They call a timeout again. So it is desperation time here for the Sentinels. 42 seconds left. 3rd and 8. 1 timeout remaining. Hand off to Averill. He's brought down short of the first down. 4th and 4. They're going to call their last timeout to stop the clock. Are they going to try a field goal? No, they are going to punt. So the game is not over yet. Do not change that channel. A pooch punt. Oh, checks it, but goes in the end zone. They're going to start from their own 20 with 31 seconds left to go and no tight ends. No tight ends. No timeouts. If they had no tight ends, that would be a problem. Perry Wood, 11 receptions, 144 yards, almost an exact replica of what he did last week. 10 for 150 and 2 touchdowns. So they're going to have to dial up something deep that goes to the corners and get out of bounds. Burn. Over the middle. Breaking free is Perry Wood. Streaking down the field. And he goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And if only he had an extra gear. He was wide open, had his man Royal beat. And you can see him, he knows he's probably not going to make it, so wisely angles himself towards the sideline to go out of bounds and preserve the clock. That is a heads-up veteran play from Perry Wood, who is just having an outstanding second half of the season.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
They only need a field goal. They only need a field goal with 24 seconds left. Burn back the pass. Checks it down over the middle. That's going to waste some time. Dalton Triplett with a completion. 6 seconds left. They have to get this play off. Back to pass. Time. Running out. No! It's caught by Ramsey, but time runs out. So a little too little, a little too late. An exciting finish. But another loss for the Orlando Sentinels, who fall to 7-4. The Huskies improve to 6-5, and they're moving up from the bottom of the division. What a game. You see the rushing difference in the ground game. That's what one of the focuses. The great running game from the Huskies and the poorest rush defense from the Sentinels, and that might have been the difference in the games. Triplett really could get nothing going. And they're going to have to address that. Was that because of the injuries on the offensive line? Let's take a look at the post-game numbers. Kiefer Byrne, 25 of 42, almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions, but 59% completion, I think, is his lowest of the season. Max Good had a great game, 23 of 34, 222 yards, 67% completion, which is right on the money for his season number of 66. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. On the ground game, we're going to see a huge difference here. Dion Averill, 23 for 118, 5 yards a carry. Dalton Triplett, 16 for 39, a really, really poor showing. I think his worst of the year. Tyson Kerr got 4 carries for 16 and got some key first downs when they needed. Sheldon Mays, 10 for 24. Good took off 3 times for 14 yards. On the receiving end, it was all Perry Wood all day. And had they been able to dial up a few of those deep passes, who knows what this game could have turned out to be. 12 receptions for 188 yards, 2 more touchdowns. Xavier Westbrook, 5 for 36. Averill, 5 for 29. Newman, 4 for 30. Big Mick McCarthy, 4 for 68. Sean Townsend, 3 for 75 and a touchdown. And then a couple of check down plays here. Cameron Silvers had a couple of big catches early. And then a couple of short passes here. Parrish McCarthy had a sighting for that rookie. Not getting a lot of playing time this season. On the blocking end, there was only 1 sack allowed by Darrell Andrews. That was Vernon Hunt. On the defense, Nate Youngblood led everyone in solo tackles, but London Bates for total tackles with 14, Youngblood 13, Lincoln Calvin 12, Kent Patton filling in for the injured Aaron Kershaw, and we're going to have to check and see if he's going to miss time this season. That would be a devastating hit to this team. Sean Chandler, the veteran free safety, with 9 and 2 tackles for a loss. The speedy Travis Stamper, 9 tackles, 1 for a loss. Witherspoon with 9, Lamb with 8, Blades with 7, and then we won't go through. You can see a few tackles here and there. Let's see who had the tackles for loss. Sean Stewart had 2 big ones for a loss in limited playing time. He came up big. Chandler had 2. Antonio Randall got shut down. He is their sack leader with 10, and he leaves the game with only 10. So both teams protected their quarterback pretty well today. Denario Blanton had 1 for a loss. Calvin, Stamper, Mayweather, Tanner Malone, and Zaire Witherspoon. The sacks, only 1 today, Vernon Hunt. Interceptions, there were none, so no turnovers today. That might have been why this game, although a loss, was a lot closer. It came down to the wire. Passes defended, you see Demarius Royal, their star corner. London Bates with 2, Blanton with 1, Sanborn, Chandler, Carmen, Witherspoon, Blades, and Youngblood, all with 1. There were no forced fumbles. It was a fumble recovery by Tyson Kerr. I don't recall that. That's odd. No blocks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns. On the kicking end, Bobby Oliver was 4 of 5. Almost perfect. Wes McGuire, 1 of 2. Did he miss one run over 50 yards again? I wonder. Let's see. They're both perfect on extra points. 1 for 1 from 29 from Oliver. 2 of 2 from 30 to 39. Nothing there. 1 of 2 from 50 and 1 of 2 from 50 plus. Again. The punting, there were a lot of punts this game, between 5 for both teams. Spencer Parsons with the clear edge there. They both had 1 inside the 20. On the return game, Alexander Redd had 1 big kick return that looked like he might be able to break it. Again, he has a 101-yard touchdown kick return on the season. Kerr had a really good game, 5 of 132. And Westbrook is the one that recovered the onside kick that didn't work. In the punt return game, it was Tyson Kerr with 2 good ones for 15 yards. Red had 4 for 19, so nothing really big there. So A disappointing loss. The ground game really has to figure something out because they rely on that to get this offense rolling. The passing game, as you can see, can be potent but inconsistent with this young quarterback with no real speed at wide receiver. That's something that Hennessy's going to probably want to try to find in the draft if he can. So they fall to 7-4. Have an upgrade available, but we're not going to look at that. In a disappointing game, they didn't give up. It was close. They made it exciting. A cardiac moment at the end. The Huskies improved to 6-5. The Sentinels fall to 7-4. We'll take a look at the standings. See if there's any injury news. Doesn't look like it. So it looks like Kershaw dodged a bullet. He'll be able to come back. Yep. So that's good news. Silver linings. So thanks for joining me here for the second broadcast game. I hope you noticed a difference in the energy level, maybe a difference in the delivery. I'm going to try to work on cleaning up the little stutters and errors I do. I'm not editing these videos. I don't record it and then record audio after the fact and add it in, because if I'm doing play-by-play, it's got to be on the fly. And I got to get my flow going. This is not something I've done before. So it's progress. I appreciate you joining me. If you enjoyed it, please come back again because I'm going to keep delivering content like this. I hope you've had a great day. We'll see you next time here on Benvenue's Corner. What is going on with the Sentinels? Can they turn it around and make a playoff push? Or are they going to lose the rest of the season and go 7-9? That still would be the best season in this team's history. So Hennessy's got to be proud of those 7 wins. But, he's not pleased with these back-to-back losses. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you later.